that I'm going to look into. That's why I grabbed my phone.
Well, somebody just got a notification that we're out.
There, it just popped up on Facebook. It's funny, all the phones in here go bing, bing, bing. Everybody's a subscriber.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It's very frustrating.
Oh, I see.
I got a message that I can check, but it's not like something you can do on the fly. Oh, you called me too? I didn't. Sorry. I didn't have my phone on me.
Let's find out what time it started.
7:30.
All right, we'll just keep jumping back and forth, I guess, guys. We apologize and appreciate it. I think at least we're getting it figured out. Something going on with the networking, so might just have to bear with it this week. But again, I promise you next week this will be taken care of. Appreciate everybody's patience. Still got a great match going.
Yeah, Josh had another tough hit to make there. But that has led the ball in hand for Scott.
Scott's sitting here good to come around 2 rails. It's just going to spin a bit. Welcome those of you back who made it back to see us again. We're going to just keep apologizing, not all night, but we definitely are going to have this worked out by next week. So bear with us, keep jumping back in. We really appreciate that. Scott with one more win. That's going to bring him to 8-0. I think this is the biggest deficit we've had in a match that I can think of, at least on the 0 mark.
Yeah. We should give a prize for that, how long it takes you to get off 0.
Who do we give the prize to, Josh or to Scott?
Yeah, probably the guy who did it to you.
All right, here we go. See if we can take a look here at Scott's break for the 7th or so time. And dry break. And
in this match.
Yeah. Doesn't even have the risky cut up into the corner. He's got a kick at this ball.
He's not been given anything easy at all. He played well and gave himself a nice finish, which he, could have been the beginning of his comeback. And he's got yet another situation which he's got to ponder and figure out what's the best move.
I mean, it's brutal. I've been there before. I mean,
so
regardless of whether or not you think Josh is going to win, not win, you don't expect this type of thing,
So he's playing, you saw where he put his cue there, he's playing a stop right behind it. And that's pretty much exactly what he was playing there.
I think he might have left a window. I mean, as ridiculous as that might sound, I think it's close. Well, not quite. I think just barely didn't, though. So Scott's going to have a reasonably tough hit.
2 rails.
Well, see, he played 3 because he understands how far this lengthened out.
All right.
Yep.
Well, he's got to be happy to have a nice shot on the one ball here, doesn't he? With the ball in hand. What's he going to do with it? He's not going to play the 110 combination. Even though that might actually be more likely than running out at this stage. I don't know. He's not going to be thinking that. It's just...
I mean, safety is an option here, too. You know, I mean, do you start running scared a little bit? You know, he is going to play safe.
It looks like it. I think you would just play with an angle to play a draw shot on the one ball and get the cue ball to drift between the 3 and the 8 back out for the 2. But...
well, I tell you, he's stuck that tight.
I mean, here's the problem. A, Scott's going to hit this. And then you just gave up your ball in hand. And even if you do give ball in, you don't want to play safe if you don't have to. Now, hindsight, if you could see what just happened, you'd go back in time and say, yeah, let me shoot at that one ball in the pocket. Got to be a way to get out on the 2. Now he can snick off this one ball thin with right hand spin and zing around back down table. Get behind those balls. There's a lot of balls down there. But he has called the bank shot. He's playing the one ball. He's only going to be... he hit the 9 ball first. That was a foul. That's what I thought. The 9 ball looked like it was in the way.
Maybe I made him too comfortable. I gave him all those snacks in his room.
Yeah. You got to be hungry. If you're going to play in a match, it's like hunting in the jungle. If you don't succeed, you're going to starve.
I truly believe that. That it kind of turns on that killer instinct if you're a little bit physically hungry. Yeah, I mean, Scott's really got the pace of this table figured out, but he's also had the opportunities and shots to figure him out on, so...
yeah, if you're starving to death and you've got a chance to go hunting for some food, you can't be like, oh, I don't feel like it now, I'm hungry. You're going to go hunt, right?
Right. Oh, yeah.
And you've got to be successful. You can't half-heartedly do it. You've got to be on. Otherwise, you starve to death. So I think yes. And then when you eat, that's when you take your nap.
Right. Which, I mean, everybody, I think, has probably experienced that. You're in a match and you're really hungry, so you eat something, and then all of a sudden you just get lethargic a little bit. Got a lot on that.
Zinging off the rail.
Quite got over far enough. Looks like he did, actually, I guess.
Yeah. He barely brushed the rail first before he hit the 5. And then let it follow, and he's looking at the 6 in the side afterwards, or maybe the 6 all the way up.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think 6 all the way up. I think you try and keep this a little bit flatter, although you don't want to come out and hit that 7 and coming across, but just kind of a little bit of a stun and let it run forward a bit.
And if you catch the rail too thick, you end up bringing the 10 ball into play and kind of getting behind it.
Well, you got that.
He went around the 10 ball.
I mean, that's just how they're coming out for him right now. That's a bit crazy, actually. Ended out perfect on that.
That one was nicely judged. Brush through the 9 ball.
Yeah,
And he's playing. Look at that speed control. Just pops out and just gets perfect on the 8.
Yeah, 9 will go to the corner next.
It does look like he's got that cue ball under total control.
Well, he did come down for the side, so really feeling comfortable if you're hitting that shot. And he's going to send it down table here too. And perfect.
And he's
corner there.
He's now reached the halfway point in this match to 0. And something tells me that Josh is a good player. I can tell about the way he's shooting some of these shots. He's made a couple of errors.
Honestly, I don't remember seeing him shoot many shots.
Well,
truthfully, I mean,
no, right? You haven't. That's right. You've seen some safeties and some pondering.
A few safeties,
and they haven't come out right. He did have that 3-ball run, which the match would be totally different now. If he'd made that and started running the next, it could be level.
Dan, thanks for the like. And Kelly says he's really in stroke, and I agree. I mean, he's got control of the table right now. He's had it the entire time. Josh with very little opportunities. I think if there was a mistake, I think it might have been that last safety he played. I think you got to get aggressive at some point.
Well, you mean when he had ball in hand and chose to play safe? When he had an open shot on the 1 and the 2 was open.
The only shot Patrick Glynn remembers, he said, is I saw him miss the 10 ball.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
he had that 3-ball run, which he'd played really well in that rack. Played some, worked it through some good safeties to get to that opportunity. And it's amazing. I feel like that 1-ball miss on the 10-ball, all that momentum, he would have had, picked up some momentum.
I think this is Scott's worst break. He made a ball. He's been not making a ball and leaving Josh horrible. So now he's dealing with the horrible.
Yeah, in the latter part of the rack, right. At the beginning of this match, the first few racks.
Justin, thanks for the like. It's Derek. It was kind of a joke anymore. All right, and pretty well played safety right there. Give it a little bit of a gap, so Josh is going to be kicking off the end rail, trying to kick the 1 up towards the 2 ball, leaving the cue ball behind the 10-7-ish.
Yeah, and he's got to bend this, though, doesn't he? Kind of a little masse shot, because the 9 ball's kind of in the way.
I think he's going off the top rail.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too.
I don't think he's got to bend it.
No?
I think he...
Looks like the 9 ball's kind of in the way.
We could take a look at the overhead and see. Well, maybe you're right. Could be.
But I think that's quite a. Yeah. In fact, it's such a bend on the 1 rail that.
Otherwise, 2 rails around the top,
so
around the 6 ball.
He's calling it in the side pocket.
Yeah, so he is going off the side. How's he going to get a roll here? There, look at that.
There you go.
That's pretty solid
There you
roll.
go. What comes around goes around. Now, Scott's shown us already that he's very good at kicking. He's got to sneak in between the 4 and the 3 ball, which seems to be long, so I think he's got to draw this ball in order to...
This is tough.
Yeah.
Perfect. I mean, dead center ball, he hit that.
All right. Josh has a chance at this 1 ball. It's been waited a long time for this. There you go. Well,
again, just
not
brushes it and ends up with a not very great shot. He can, again, he's got a bank shot here maybe. Could cut it.
Or yeah, thin cut. And either way,
3 balls rough.
The window, yeah, I think the cut's better because it kind of sends the cue ball down that way. The bank shot, hoping to find a teeny tiny sliver of a window between the 6 and the 9, I think. Maybe that is the right shot. I don't know.
I think I like the cut better just
Yeah.
because you're in more control than on the bank. Oddly enough, I think.
And you end up sending the cue ball into those balls.
And up table.
Yeah. Roll in the dice again.
I tell you, if I look out at the actual table, it's not that bad of a shot to cut that 2-ball. It is just a matter of trying to hold this cue ball off that cluster. Undercut it. I think still didn't get enough to hook Scott, other than the fact that he's kind of backwards hooked over the top of the 7.
Chinese snooker.
Not for him, and this is probably going to come out perfect the way things have been going.
Yeah, I mean, really, how well do you have to strike that ball when you're completely frozen, jacked up over another ball?
Well, and that little bump out just giving him even an opportunity here at this this shot here.
And that shot, though,
Great
that he
shot.
played that on the 2-ball is a real test of stroke, and he just got up there and popped it straight in.
That was a great little Massey shot.
You had to massage around the 4 a little bit to
Yeah, a little bit.
to get the 3.
Yeah, we can
Spin
look
it
at
in,
it again if
flick
he
it in.
runs these out here. But he's just kind of got everything working in his favor. You know, he came around. He made a great shot over the top of that ball, played out, hit the side point, and it bounces him out just enough so he can get at that.
You know, and the more control you have, the less luck there is. And he's making his own destiny here.
Well, he's going to end up having to take this 8 in the corner. I think he would like to get the other angle so he had more options, but let's bring it around to the corner pocket here. Perfect.
Stun it around 2 rails, deep into the pocket there, and back out.
Yeah, this one will just be a straight stun shot, slide over a little bit. And roll up. Nothing on this ball, just kind of a dead hit forward.
So he likes to try and just stop the cue ball right in the middle of the table. That one squirted out sideways.
And nothing, but he actually left a shot. So first dry break that he's had, and left something for Josh to shoot at. Take a look from the Hall of Fame cam overhead.
Problem number 1, make the 1 ball.
Number 1, yeah.
Draw back somehow through those balls. Get it. So are they taking a pause whenever they see the big TV go down?
What's that?
I wonder if they're taking a pause because they see the image on the big TV, their match.
Well, I don't think that's down.
Okay.
I think Josh is just taking a breather. You know,
he's got a chance here. And he wants to collect himself before he hits this.
We can watch it go up onto the main screen here in the background on the big screen. There it is. They're taking a minute of a break here, so just take a second to thank our sponsors. We got John with the Wisconsin Billiard Hall of Fame, And if you guys haven't been over there recently, John does such a great job helping preserve our great players in the state. And he's got a whole crew of guys. Eventually, I'm going to memorize everybody it is, but for the fact that I don't want to leave anybody out, I'm just going to not mention anybody but John. So
right.
get on over to WisconsinBilliardHallOfFame.org and make sure you become a member.
Josh is back now. Got to see this shot on the one ball. So this is interesting. You can definitely cut this one ball in the corner past the 6. But one thinks it has to be some form of draw shot. I mean, can he just draw around those balls? Or he's not straight enough to sort of draw into the gap between the 7 and the 8, I don't think. Which means you can draw on the other side of that cluster and spin, but you're not really getting a shot on the 2. Now he could shoot the one ball into the other pocket, just past the 5 ball.
Looks like he's going to try and play some type of safety.
There we are again.
And that's not going to be great, I don't think.
Well, Scott can kick this one fairly easily, and the question is, can he control that one ball through the gap between the 9 and the 2? Oh, he went the other way. I was going the other way. Well, it's not getting any easier though. He's got another possible difficult shot on the one ball that doesn't get you on the 2.
Well, right. I mean, you got the 6 in the way. I think you got to bank this ball if you want to get anywhere near coming up by the 2 ball.
Yeah, and I mean,
even that's horrible.
There's not necessarily any good safety shot from there. Try and bank the one ball. I mean, if you play the bank shot on the 1, obviously if it goes in and you call it, you're going to be in trouble because you don't have a shot on the 2. If you roll it forward, but you play it like a safety and make sure you don't make the 1. But that's still difficult to get the one ball safe.
Well, let's see what Josh is going to do.
Oh, trying to get behind this. Yeah, that was a good shot. He tried to get behind the 6, but he did get the one ball down table. He's given Scott a chance to play another safety. Just lightly cut the one ball so it touches the side rail. And maybe kiss or sneak behind the 10.
Well, he finally gave up the edge of the ball, but even here, I mean...
Right, there's no obvious place to hide. Snicking the 1 and doing what with it? If you can get the one ball around the back of the 4 ball without hitting it, the one ball can go safe.
Right, but I think that's pretty tough. Looking at it from the overhead, he almost doesn't have enough of it to do that.
And hope that the 5 ball somehow saves you too, but... The key here is not letting the one ball hit the 4, or at least not to, maybe brush the backside of it. Anyway, that's a good shot.
Yeah, he did get there, but again, he left the edge.
Yeah. Yeah, a little unlucky there. Good effort.
I think he just called the 2 here, which is a good shot.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Well, that was a fun one.
It was fun. It was
a smart one. You would have hoped that they would have opened up. But they didn't. Well, You know, that shot.
Stuck him pretty tight there.
He had to hit that speed just perfect, didn't he?
Take a quick look again at this 2-ball shot Scott made. 2 in the corner. Good shot.
And I think that shot, that safety shot he just played there was just awesome. I mean, how he got that speed just right. And if he hadn't got that speed, he was leaving the 1 ball straight in. But you couldn't bump that 2-ball hard, or whatever that ball is, the 4-ball hard. And you can't go short of it. So, I mean, that was remarkable speed control to get. It was the only way to get that to work. Got to call the 1 ball here, right?
Yeah, I think he is. I think that's what he's lining up for mostly. Maybe.
I mean, even if you do end up mishitting it and it ends up going safe, it doesn't hurt you to call it. Unless he's playing a very specific 2-rail thin snick hit on the 1 to go safe.
Al just going strolling through there like nothing.
Yeah. It's just the stage he's going through.
Yeah. That's funny. That's a pretty funny joke.
Thank you. So, good hit, but it didn't get it safe. And now the table's a little more open.
We'd probably have about 400 viewers for this match if our technical problems wouldn't be how they were today.
Yep.
And drawing everybody back right away, so we appreciate that. We know what the problem is, we just can't fix it yet, so it'll be fixed by next week. So 1 go here? Does it go through there?
I think it does.
Looks like it.
Straight into the corner between the 5 and 6.
It's kind of like, do you play a safe though, just not to sell the farm? Because it's pretty easy safe here to roll up on that 3.
Well, I don't know. That's not the way he's been playing, and honestly, I think keep shooting. He's so far ahead. Give yourself a chance to roll this ball in the pocket and bump those balls and come out nice on the 3.
I don't know, he's looking at this as though he might not have
that 5 ball might be in the way, yeah. So, okay, if the 5 ball's in the way, then maybe do play safe. Yeah, so he deliberately lined... he definitely...
No. Look at that.
And where he pointed his cue before that, yeah, he was definitely deliberately not playing a ball in the hole.
Yeah,
but he hit it wrong. But he looked... He did line his cue up to get a sort of a half ball hit on that 5 so that neither the 5 and the 1 would have gone in. And as per usual when he's playing safeties, he played his speed on his cue ball just perfect and froze on the back of the 3 ball, which he's not going to be so happy about anymore. But and so he's given himself a difficult kick shot here.
Yeah, real.
You know, he's lining this up as if the 7 and the 4 aren't in the way, which seems surprising. Look at that, round the back. They weren't in the way.
Well, I tell you, he just barely missed hitting that 1 ball. That was a nice shot. I think a little older cloth, it wouldn't open up quite so far. I think he had that nailed, yeah.
And in hindsight, he hit that tiny window around the back of the 4, which means he didn't have any choice to straighten that up.
One of my favorite people, Sean Hanna. How you doing, Sean?
All right, Josh. It's time to start shooting.
Well, this is the table to do it. If this doesn't get you stroking a ball in, you're kind of in trouble.
Okay, that's all right. You just draw gently back. You don't want to get straight on the 4 anyway.
I hate to say it, he's just funny. He's right in the middle.
Right, it's just
can't
on
quite force it to the rail.
slightly on the wrong side of straight. Yeah, but all right. So he's ended up straighter on the 4-ball, which
Well, that's a
means
good
he
shot.
he
He can
just
draw this.
draw straight back.
Yeah.
But this is
I
okay.
don't like that. I like the draw shot here anyways. I think that's the right choice. I don't like running back and forth off
Right.
rails if you don't have to.
Judge this draw shot nicely. Where's
Just
the
like that.
cue ball going?
Oh, you hit that
Straight
good.
on the 6. Wow.
Well, you almost got
He's-
behind that point.
He
that's right.
is. That is amazing. He's okay. He is okay, folks.
He can get low enough on this ball that he can slide up table a little ways. Adam Lovelace, thanks for the like. Just one ball at a time. At this point, you just gotta take some breaths. Make sure you keep shooting one ball at a time. Don't try and get too perfect here.
Might want to think about position on the second ball. Like, for instance, right now.
Yeah.
8 balls, got 6 pockets you could shoot it in. You've got to pick one.
I definitely think you're shooting it down where he's standing.
Yeah.
The 8 ball. I think you come off the top rail, possibly push to the second rail, depending on the angle he's got right now. Shirley, thank you for the like.
Well, that's good. He's on the right straight side of straight.
I'll be honest, I hate this shot.
He's got the side pocket opening up so he can reach the bottom of the cue ball.
Yeah, you're trying to hold this ball almost. You
Yeah.
know? It's again
It's
the kind of
soft.
right that tweener shot.
Soft
you know.
draw shot so you don't stun into the other side pocket.
James, thank you for the like. Yeah, it's just like again, it's that shot that you got to hit just right.
Yeah. And
Got some touch to
you still got to aim the 8 ball in.
Yeah,
he's not-
he's
He's
just
not
gonna
going
roll
down.
This,
He's aiming high on the cue ball.
Yeah, he's just gonna roll this in late.
Of course, much more sensible. The 9 ball's not far from the pocket. Having said that, he's still not out of the woods.
Joe, thanks for the like.
But I guess if you can
Joe
just
Burdette,
manage.
keep the light on for you. Wasn't that what that? Oh, that's Tom. Tom Burdette keeps the light on for you.
Yeah.
Won't till 6, I think. All right, come on, Josh. Let's see it go. Nice job.
Okay.
No offense to the Scott fans out there. I just want to see a match out of this thing.
Yeah, we want to see this 10 ball pop into the hole.
Chris G is late, not Josh. Josh right now is a 6'11" Fargo. He's 37. I actually screwed up. I had the wrong age for him.
Oh.
I had him up as 43. He laughed and he said, he wanted to know if he was really 43 years old. So we corrected
Correctly
that.
called his mum.
Yeah, right. Plays with a Schoen. Kind of old school here. He's got the Predator 314 shaft. New school with the Kamui Blacksoft. He's been playing 33 years, so since he was 4. But he said he really didn't start taking it serious until he was 14. So about 10 years less than that. So
Well,
23 serious.
Looks like they've lost the ball inside the table.
Somebody must have dropped
Mason's over there with his light out,
chalk.
peering inside.
See, this is how much the pool gods are against Josh tonight, I think. You know.
Can't let him get
Can't
into
even
his,
get a rhythm
into his
going.
rhythm. Mason's looking up to the commentary box. There you go. Like a car mechanic who knows what he's doing. Mason now is under the table. Nope, don't know. I'll go get one.
All right. Can't even see him. What did it just eat it? What an odd night we got going on. And we dropped one of you again. Probably looks like YouTube we dropped off. I have no idea. These guys are supposed to know what's going on. He's looking under the table. It's not a bar table. Well, this has definitely been a unique night here at the King of the Hill. Trying to figure out what's going on with the pool table now. This table was just recovered, so finally got one of the tables recovered. Obviously, with the Simonis factory flooding, it's been really tough to get Simonis 860. So we actually have Championship Tour Edition on this arena table right now. And I don't know why we're not just replacing some pool balls right now instead of trying to really care where this one goes. But let's see if I can't get their attention, get them to do that. Hey, Al. Hey, Al. Will you go tell MH to just get different pool balls instead of messing around looking? As though you guys haven't been patient enough tonight. I do appreciate it again, but we'll get this thing rolling again. Awesome. So apparently something occurred when they recovered today. Well, actually, yesterday it got recovered. It's been played quite a bit, so I don't know exactly what happened, but apparently MH thinks that if he doesn't fix the issue right now, we'll continue to just have the balls get trapped. So taking the time to try and fix it right away. Well, it looked like they're making progress anyways. So we're missing some pool balls on the table. It was recovered. Those of you just joining us. And so a little bit of table maintenance going on right now. Can't be anywhere near as bad as the Predator issue. Too soon? What's going on, Lisa Heckman? How are you? Shirley says we're all Scott fans. Now, that's not true. We got a few other fans on here. Yeah, that's right, Patrick. I think actually Josh is just setting up for a Shane Van Boning style comeback. All right, so we're just going to replace some pool balls as I suggested. Oh, no, first we're going to throw them in. Oh, almost throw them in. Well, I'll be curious as to what's actually going on. So, Mitch is coming back looking a little bit baffled. Jarek says, "Is this going to be like when the lights went out in the Super Bowl during the big comeback?"
Well,
so what's going on?
all the balls vanished,
Well, that's
and
not
we
good.
couldn't see him from underneath or through the.
Well, do you have the
through the
tracks
endway.
all correct? I mean,
Well, we just threw balls in every pocket, and they all came back out. So that's what he was saying. It's like it's just going to happen again, and well, maybe it will. But we just rolled balls into every pocket.
are you kidding me? The way tonight's going,
No.
that's definitely going to happen again. So,
So-
do we have more racks of balls ready to roll?
Yeah, actually, there's 3 sets. I noticed on the table there were 2 sets. I don't know
My
why.
goodness. All right. Well, hopefully we don't continue to have this problem. Every time I say that, we seem
Well,
to continue to have
Now
a
I'm going to be
problem.
watching the thing. There's the 5 ball coming back out, so that's okay. And that was a good break.
Well, and again, you know, we just play into the fact that the pool gods are really working against Josh. He finally gets his first game.
Well, he said that too.
Trying to
when
get a
we
little
were-
momentum going.
He was down there with his light helping me try and find out where the balls were, and he said maybe it's just the.
Oh, see, Patrick says blame the pool technician.
Oh, whatever.
Maybe.
Well, the truth is that I suspect they're falling into the base, and each pocket has that little black plastic track that goes from the pocket to the sort of the mid-center area, and it must be that one of them is not quite right. Although I did just jiggle and reposition that one in that one corner because he said it was that one corner, the one closest to where the nine ball and the 2 are, and I may have fixed it because I did check to make sure that one was
Well, I surely hope so.
pushed in correctly.
All right, so 2 ball, he's going to kind of come off the end rail, try and bump that 8, stopping there for the 3 ball. Ideal shot, you'd hit almost dead square at the 8.
Yeah, so you're kissing these 2 balls apart
Just a little bit.
and using them to stop the cue
That's
ball.
a perfect shot.
Lovely.
Really hit as square as you could on that ball. Ended up with a nice angle for the 3 to come back on the 4. Oh, jeez. Sorry. How about we move you to actually being able to see what's going on? Thanks, guys. It's been one heck of a long day, actually. It's tough to see from our room cam what's going on, but made it through the first couple balls.
Yeah, that was a well judged draw shot.
Should be able to just come straight back again. I think he's straight enough that he won't get in trouble.
Yeah, because he's gone past straight, hasn't he? So he can't roll down to that pocket. So no, he is. He's just going to roll it in gently. He cheated the pocket as much as you possibly could there.
Yeah, I don't mind that either. Shooting the 7 down here by the 8 ball.
Don't you think he's going to just come off the rail when he shoots the 6 and shoot the 7 into its closest corner pocket?
I don't think so. I think he's got more of an angle than that. I think he's going to bring it over. Maybe he'll go to the end and back out, but we'll see.
Keep on going. Keep on going. He's waving his arm on. And he was probably worried about it coming out thick, because the harder you hit that shot, the wider it comes off the rail.
Well, that's why I think
and
I
you
would have
can go
just
into
held
the
it a
7.
little bit and stayed there. Shot the 7 down past the 8 ball, but it's easy to save from up here, obviously. Looks like he's going to bank this ball, maybe try and get... Oh.
Yeah, he left himself in a tough spot there. Barry Chapman's watching. Hello, Barry. He's got this crazy idea. Run a tournament.
Big Bear?
He's saying run a tournament with all the kings. Maybe after you get 16 different winners, or start from a curtain date. Okay, don't know what that means.
Certain date. It all makes sense.
It's not really how you spell certain, is it, though?
No.
Curtain. All right. Nice entry. Long race. Added money.
Talk to text, it changes things sometimes. Right, Scott, looking to get to 11 games here. I'll trade you. Let me go out there and take a look once. You can sit and keep these folks company.
You may not need this, but might as well take it with you. So it probably is. Well, Kendall's going out there to see if he can figure out which pocket. Okay, they're now pointing to a different pocket. It may be that one track. Oh, they're just getting stuck in there, are they? Well, they've discovered the mystery of the missing balls. I'm assuming they rolled or fell off the track. And ended up in that bottom that corner. Now the question is, when Kendall's had his arm up there, did he readjust that track and put it back in the right place?